Oh shit, hold on. There we go. Alright. People should be able to see that now. Hold on 1 second. Okay, we are live and I am doing a matchup chart today. So let me go ahead and make my tiers real quick. Let's put her there. I look-y want to make them like darker so you can like see them better. I feel like they'll be easier to see if like they're darker colors. Just IMO. Where's black? Where's black? Or gray? Both work.
It ain't luck, it's destiny.
Oh shit. Thank you so much for the follow, XCare. I really appreciate it. Okay. Oh, it's up there. Alright, let me change this to +2. Change this to +1. Change this to even. -1. -2. Look, I'm gonna like add some little descriptors. Even doesn't need a descriptor. Hi XCare, hi Star, hi guys. I'm reading chat off my phone, so sorry for like the delayed responses. But yeah, alright, this looks fine. I'm gonna go in alphabetical order on the characters. I'm not like counting alts as characters, like that's just not a thing. I will go in depth as much as I know. I don't know a lot of these matchups, or actually I shouldn't say I don't know a lot of them, but like I should just say I know certain matchups better than I know other matchups. That's what I'll say. That's how I'll say it. So let's start with Banjo. I think Bayo beats Banjo like +1. Maybe +2, but the thing is, like, the reason why I like don't really see +2 is because Banjo has a lot of pretty decent anti-air tools to like stop Bayo from approaching. Egg can be really hard to deal with in very specific situations, but most of the time Egg is getting witch timed. Check your Twitter DMs when you can't send you a clip. Oh, I saw that clip. It was a good clip and good job on the Bloom win, but like it's nothing that like hasn't really been done before. But very, very nice win on Bloom. Anyways, back to Banjo Bayo. He like Egg is Like, Egg usually just gets witch timed if he throws it out in neutral, because most preemptive projectiles just get shut down by witch time, like, completely. So, that's always really painful for Banjo to have to, like, try and play around. Like, I think the main issue with Banjo dealing with Bayo is that he has to play around witch time so hard, because, like, witch time just shuts down so many of his tools that that literally, like, either single-handedly win him other matchups or make other matchups, like, easier. Like, I think in, like, Banjo Sonic, like, Egg, like, can deal with spin dash and spin charge very well, which makes that matchup a lot easier for him. But against Bayo, you now have to think about using a move that you should not have to think about using, and like it's really really annoying for Banjo. He has pretty decent poke tools against Bayo, but like just the way that his like fall speed is, and like he just gets comboed so hard. His disadvantage is not great, and Bayo just exploits that. She puts him off stage and just like fucking runs circles around him, and it's just like so not. And then like recovering against Bayo is annoying too, because most characters when Banjo counters, when they counter his Wonder Wing, nothing really happens. Like, you'll see, like, Marcina counter Banjo Wonder Wing, and, like, he just goes through them because he's invincible. But Bayo counters it, and, like, he's stuck in lag, so, like, or he's stuck in Witch Time. So, like, she just chases that and fucking, like, kills him for doing that. And it's just, like, really, really annoying to deal with. The matchup's just, like, annoying as hell for Banjo. Like, I think Bayo does really good against that character. I'll put him here. Bowser, I think Bayo does good against Bowser. Neutral is pretty predictable. Well, I mean, like, Bowser's neutral is pretty predictable against Bayo. He's always gonna want to, like, get his landing aerial into, like, up throw combo starter, and like, I don't know, his openers are just like really, like, you should just like see them coming. The same thing goes for Bayo. Like, Bowser is surprisingly, the reason why I didn't put the matchup in +2 is because Bowser's really good at punishing ABK. Like, you cannot do a bad ABK on Bowser's shield, or else you're gonna get fucking back aired and you're gonna explode at 60. But, like, he can't deal with all the other shit that Bayo does. Like, Bayo, if she wants to, she can just run circles around Bowser. Because Bowser is not the fastest in the air, and Bowser can't really afford to mess up because he's just gigantic. Like, he gets tapped with anything and takes 80. Like, he could, like, theoretically, like, live and, like, because Bowser is heavy, he's a super heavy, so he can like tank a bunch of damage from Bayo and then just like rage kill her. But if that's your win con against Bayo, that's not a very good or consistent win con, because like, bitch, the up tilt back air is coming. Like, it's coming. And also that, like, her window of up tilt back air on Bowser is gigantic. Like, that shit works at 180. It's absolutely insane. I'm just trying to think about, like, other things that, like, Bowser does in the matchup. Flame Breath can be pretty decent against Bayo, but, like, I don't know. If that gets witch timed, it's just, like, kind of curtains. He can't really deal with Bayo's shenanigans at ledge, because his ledge trapping is very, I sit here and I F-tilt, and I hope you get hit by it. Or I sit here and I down tilt and I hope you get hit by it, but you're putting yourself at risk to get like yanked off stage, and now you're off stage against Bayo, who still has at least a side B and like another up B. Rage Bowser is petrifying. Yeah, Rage Bowser is very like terrifying to deal with, but you just kind of treat it the same way you deal with like Rage Sard. Like, you just like play super avoidant and then like just like get your safe hits, and then something's gonna kill eventually. Jab not working on Bowser is another reason why I don't think that matchup is +2 for Bayo, because she can't do like fair 1-2 jab, which is like a true confirm on like all the other characters, because Bowser just tough guys through it, which is really annoying. But yeah, outside of that, like, Bowser kind of struggles to recover against Bayo. He has some mix, but it's pretty predictable. Like, you just get underneath him and you up B, or you like go above him to force a low recovery, and then you like bullet ABK his recovery, and then just like do some fucked up shenanigans to him, like force a tech spike. Also, if he gets stage spiked at all, like especially out of his double jump, he's just dead. Oh, hello, Caden. How art thou? But yeah, like, I don't really think that matchup is that great for Bowser. I definitely think Bayo wins. You are Hunty Divaing. What about me? I'm doing a matchup chart on stream. Speaking of the matchup chart, I think Bowser Jr. loses to Bayo. Definitely loses to Bayo. I know TM7 Zap beat Lima, but I honestly think that was just mostly just a product of Lima playing the matchup poorly. I also just don't think he was like feeling that great that day. And like, if you're not, Bayo is like a character where if you're not on point, you can realistically lose any of these if you're not on point. But this is just like assuming that the Bayo is on point. And if the Bayo is on point, then like Bowser Jr. loses this matchup. He has like some mix and neutral with the fucking side B canceling. I forget what that move is called. Clown Cart Dash. You can Clown Cart Dash cancel, kind of like Sonic can cancel a Spin Dash. But yeah, just like he is another character that has a preemptive projectile similar to Banjo, and you don't get to use that against Bayo. You don't get to use preemptive projectiles against Bayo because you just get witch timed. Granted, like that allows for mind games where like, because the thing is like Mecha Koopa travels so slowly, so they can like throw it out and then pick it up and like beta witch time and then like punish that. But like that's just not worth going for because ABK goes above the Mecha Koopa, and like then you get hit and then you take a bunch of fucking damage because your Bowser Jr. and your Koopa card is so big, which means your hurt box is gigantic, so you don't get out of combos easily. Recovering is also really obnoxious because you don't have a hitbox when you're coming up. You can occasionally have one if you swing the hammer, but if the Bayo reads that you're going to swing the hammer, now you are like screwed. And then also if Bayo does a non-tumble move on you when you're in that like, when you're out of the Koopa card after up being, you're just fucked because you don't get that back. I don't really know the specifics on whether or not Bowser Jr. gets his like clown cart back. I just know that every time I've hit Bowser Jr. with a non-tumble move, he has not gotten his clown cart back. He actually just falls to his fucking death. So, like up B2, fair 1, fair 2, using any of those on Bowser Jr. when he up Bs is just a death sentence for him. He just fucking like falls to his death, and like that's a really annoying part of the matchup. Because I don't even think Bowser Jr. like particularly struggles to recover against Bayo, but it's just like so not, if that makes sense. Cannonball is like slow as shit and nasty. You only really use that like in center stage to like punish a low recovery, but like if a Bayo sees you fucking charging Cannonball, like there's like not really much reason to recover low, because most Bowser Juniors are gonna like Cannonball from like center stage, so it's just like no reason to do that. A reason that the matchup's not +2 is because Bayo can't really swing on his shield when he's at kill percent because he's got that up smash out of shield. F smash at ledge can be annoying to deal with, but he can just get yanked off stage if he tries that. What else is there? His buttons, like he can't like fair at like Bowser Jr. fair is mainly good rising, but when you do a rising aerial on Bayo's shield, she's gonna hit you with her own fair out of shield. So like it's like super obnoxious, like just so annoying to deal with as Bowser Jr. I'd have to assume. Yeah, Bowser Jr. loses to Bayo. Bayo beats Byleth. It's a sword character, so Reg for Zoo, so excited to see y'all there. I hope to see you too, Spice. We have to get more games. Bayo beats Byleth IMO. Like, hold on 1 second. Alright, we're back. Bayo beats Byleth. I think that just the low airspeed and the low run speed, like, you just get absolutely picked apart on the ground and in the air. It's just, like, not fun. It's just not fun to deal with. I will say that he hits Bayo pretty hard. He's got, like, forward air and shit, and, like, basically most of his normals are pretty good against Bayo, but then the problem comes with, like, the issue is when you get hit by Bayo, and you don't have very many, like, tools to stop yourself from getting hit by Bayo, because he has, like, his disadvantage is so poor. He doesn't have a wall jump. Like, I mean, like, if you up B, but, like, that doesn't really fucking count. Like, his run speed is just, like, not okay. His, aerial speed is just not great. Like, you just get, you jump wrong one time, and you get caught with ABK, and you are just going to take, like, 10 billion fucking damage, because you're Byleth, and, like, you're a human-sized character, so you can't even, like, hurtbox shift out of the combos. You're just gonna eat the whole fucking combo. Like, it's just not fun getting hit by Bayo. Like, and there's, like, you just, like, what are you gonna do, like, about, like, all you can really do in neutral is, like, zone with Byleth fair, and it's, like, okay, what if the Bayo, like, full hops over and nairs, like, at the same time? Like, then what? Or, like, what if she calls out you, like, short hopping with heel slide? Now you just got hit by heel slide and you're gonna take a billion fucking damage. Getting put off stage is not fun because you have no air drift. And you get hit out, if you get hit out of your double jump, you're actually, like, screwed probably, because the Bayo just goes underneath you and then, like, up B2s you and then, like, double jumps away. And now you can't even grab her to, like, you can't even grab her with your up B to, like, recover. So it's just, nah, yeah, no. I think Bayo definitely beats Byleth. That matchup's not fun. This matchup used to be even, and then Captain Falcon, and then Bayonetta players, like, learn to start camping Falcon. Because the thing about Captain Falcon is that Falcon has to run at you. Like, what the fuck else is Falcon gonna do? Like, Falcon is a character that runs you down. That's just what he does. He runs you down, and then he runs you down some more. And, like, you can't just run at Bayo. Especially not as a character with that type of, like, he's human-sized. Like, most human-sized characters, when they get comboed by Bayo, they just get, like, picked apart. And it's just, like, not fun at all to deal with. Raptor boost is, like, fine in the matchup, but, like, Bayos have learned that you can just ABK that out of shield if it, like, it touches the shield. And if he, like, spot dodges it, okay. Like, you're a fucking million miles away, so it, like, does not matter. And, like, now he has to, like, chase your landings, and, like, the most he can do is hope to get, like, a down air on you if you, like, grab the legend correctly after ABKing. But, like, if you waveland on the platform, now he's, like, forced to guess. The problem with Falcon Bayo is that he's, like, Falcon is forced to guess so much in that matchup, and it's just, like, not good for him. Not at all. I mean, he doesn't really have a hard time killing Bayo, because Falcon Kick is really good. And, up smash is pretty good. But outside of that, I just do not see it for that character. I would put Chrom in +2 if onstage wasn't so hard. Onstage is genuinely so difficult against fucking Chrom. Like, Chrom is such a menace of a character. Like, it's actually insane. But then he gets put off stage and he genuinely has the worst fucking recovery in the game, and it's, like, not even close. It's genuinely not even close. Like, at least Ganondorf has some mix. At least Little Mac has some mix. At least Doc has some mix. Chrom, all he can do is double jump, air dodge, and up B. That is so linear. Like, that is genuinely so linear. Like, if he, and then like it's not even like Ike up B where he like throws the sword and like maybe the Bayo could like fuck up a witch time. He does a whole like slash, and it's like lasts for like 20 frames before like you're gonna see him do the move, and then you witch time it, and you run off and you fair one to him, and then you up B him, and he's just fucked. Or you down smash him if he goes above the ledge. Like, this matchup, I genuinely think she would lose to Chrom if he had any other up B. Like, could you imagine if Chrom had fucking Dolphin Slash? Like, oh my god, that matchup would be, like, horrendous. But yeah, there's not really much more to say about that matchup. Like, Bayo beats Chrom because he gets put off stage. Finally, we have our first even matchup. Cloud Bayo is... not you naming the section Bitch Queen. That's what she is. Here's our first even matchup. Cloud Bayo's even because Cloud Bayo is literally like this matchup, but Cloud has an actual recovery. Back air is really hard to deal with for Bayo on stage. Cross slash is really hard to deal with for Bayo on stage. His hitboxes are just so big, and so it's like really difficult for Bayo to deal with. You have to get really creative in order to maneuver around Cloud's hitboxes. You also can't really swing on Cloud's shield like that because the up B is fucking coming. And like the only thing that's like not really that difficult about the matchup is Blade Beam, but like most Clouds aren't gonna use. They're gonna use Blade Beam like Wolf Blaster. Like it's just not like, yeah, no. I think he's easier to deal with when he has limit, personally, because when you put him off stage, you no longer have the threat of, like, if you can successfully to get him to burn his limit on using up B, you don't have to deal with limit cross slash, because wow, limit cross slash is fucked up. That shit kills Bayo at like 80. But Bayo is Bayo, and she has all the necessary tools to fight back against Cloud. And if she can get him to a point where she puts him off stage, then it's really good for her. It's like really good for her. Yeah. I don't think there's too much more to say about Cloud Bayo. It's not a super like, it's not a depth matchup. Not really. I also don't think Corrin Bayo is a depth matchup. I wanna say I'll put her here. I don't think it's as +1 as like the rest of these. No, yeah, no, that's why I was like debating, cause like Corrin Bayo is like, it's so close to being even. I genuinely like think like it like straight up like just could be even, like with developments. Cause when Bayo gets hit, she gets hit. Like, you're not bats. The thing is, if you bats out of any of Corrin's shit, guess what the fuck Corrin does? Corrin frame traps you and puts you in another fucking combo. So it's just like, like no. Corrin Bayo is, you just get, both characters just vortex the fuck out of each other. I think the only reason why I would say slight win is because Corrin struggles to deal with Bayo's, like, advantage state. Because Corrin doesn't have great air drift in the air. And getting put off stage is, like, really scary for Corrin. And then also, like, on stage, sometimes you can get clipped. You like, kind of have to be dashing at all times as Corrin. Because Corrin goes really low with her dash. And then Corrin's Corrin's dash shield is, like, really good. Should I make a +0.5? I'll make a +0.5. Because that's unironically where I think it would go. I'm gonna make a +0.5. Yeah, that's where this matchup is. Like, I think Bayo slight wins, but it's like, no, like she does not like very obviously beat the character. Like, no, it's right here. But yeah, like, Corrin has a lot of tools to deal with Bayo on stage. Off stage, not so much. Back air auto spaces, so that's really good in the matchup. And pin can be safe if you do it correctly. It's usually not, but if you do it right, then it's pretty good. That's not my most experienced matchup, so I don't really have much more to say on it. I have played Shattuck a bit, but Shattuck is like a much better player than I am, so it may like kind of like skew my opinion. But yeah, I definitely think Bayo beats Corrin. But it is not like not even close to what she does to these characters. Bayo beats Samus. Typical zoner versus Bayo. I would put it in +2, but it's not like Samus can fight back. Samus hits really hard with back air and up tilt and like other shit like that. But like Samus, yeah, we do need more characters to beat Samus. That character is nasty. The problem with Samus versus Bayo is that Samus has to be constantly guessing. Like, do I charge shot here? Do I not charge shot here? Do I fire a rocket? Do I not fire a rocket? Do I like get out of the corner? Do I not get out of the corner? Because most of the 75% of the matchup is Samus being stuck in the fucking corner. Because Samus doesn't have the tools to like run at Bayo. Like, he can't just do that, like, because Bayo will just like eat him alive. Like I've seen so many sets of Bloom versus Siski where Siski will like try and run in one time and then he gets up tilted and literally fucking dies. Like actually just dies because Samus is floaty and gigantic, so he gets hit by Bayo and like you can only SDI so much to get out of a Bayo combo as Samus. I know there's like some optimistic like Samus players that like say that Bayo Samus is even. I don't know about that. I'm really sorry. Samus is a diva, but that diva unfortunately loses to Bayo. We get our first -1. Yeah. I'm gonna say this matchup's -1. Diddy's really small. This matchup has literally like been historically bad. It was like bad in quotations in Smash 4, and by bad I mean one of the like 3 characters that could actually fight against Smash 4 Bayonetta. But in this game, like it just gets so much worse. Like holy shit. He's so small, can't hit him. Banana's like really fucking hard to deal with for Bayo. Most of the problem with the matchup is that Diddy is so small and nimble, and he can just move around Bayonetta, and like Bayo has to be really precise with how she places her hitboxes, or else she's just gonna get chipped away at. Diddy is a chip character, and characters who are really fast and can chip Bayo are like pretty like they don't have a hard time. Like I think Diddy Kong's archetype is really good against Bayo. I think the only reason that this matchup's not -2 is because he's not like shitting out damage every time he hits Bayo. He is. Can you make an STO rank 1 looks tier list? There's only ever been 2 people ranked #1 in STL that I know of, so no. But Diddy Kong, like his archetype is so. It's just really good against Bayo. Like really good against Bayo. Pop Gun's not really a thing in the matchup. Because like you use that, you just get witch timed. Quilly SVAC, AK Luma Chapstick. There you go. I can just like post that in the fucking Discord. Yeah, I'll have my order for you once the stream's over. But anyways, sometimes Bayo can witch time Banana, and that can be pretty useful, but like most Diddies know that if their Banana is not in a good spot to not approach Bayo. Like if Bayo is right here, look at where my mouse is. If Bayo's right here, I mean if the Banana's right here Bayo's right here, and then Diddy's like somewhere over here, like, you know to like not fucking go near her, because she's gonna witch time the banana, and then you're gonna get stunned, and then you're gonna get put off stage. Another reason why I don't think the matchup is necessarily that bad is because recovering is actually like kind of annoying, because she goes off stage and hits him out of rocket barrels. Like, she just goes off reverse up beast, pushes him out, and then he like doesn't have his momentum, because Diddy really needs that momentum to recover. And if he doesn't have it, he is kind of screwed. But he does have mix-ups with Monkey Flip, and Monkey Flip as a whole is like, Monkey Flip is literally just like, it just has the same purposes as ABK. Like, you have to guess whether or not he's gonna do the command grab or the kick, and it's just so hard to, like, it's such a fucked up 50-50 burst option. It also, like, if he does a kick, it beats ABK, or it trades, but like, it sometimes it just straight up wins the situation. So like, it's just, oh, do I have my sub goal up there? I do. Yes, that sub goal is like genuine. Anyone gifts 5 subs, the next stream I do will be a Sora matchup chart. And I'll go in depth on each of the matchups like I'm doing with the Bayo one. But yeah, that matchup's pretty hard for Bayo. I don't even need to explain why this matchup is good for Bayo. Bayo beats DK, like, she just fucking does. If you look at the screen, you'll see why. I also think Bayo should beat Doc, but it's a little weirder because Doc hits pretty hard. You can't fight Doc necessarily. What you can do against Doc is you can space aerials on his shield, and he had, like, it's genuine hell for him to like try and fight a Bayo who is running away from him, and then every time he like tries to like punish her, like, she's always just out of range. So like it's just fucking annoying. Not my DK. Yeah, actually not, genuinely not your DK. Melee did take a game off of Lima. Yes, but like, if the Bayo is competent, most DK should only be taking 1 game. Like, you have to be atomically built different to beat Bayo as Donkey Kong. It is definitely possible. It's definitely possible. But like, that matchup is horrible for Donkey Kong. Like, horrible. Yeah. This is a matchup that I have a lot of knowledge on. A lot of knowledge on. And I think Bayo slightly beats Duck Hunt, because the way that Can operates in the matchup is something that Bayo does not necessarily struggle to deal with. She just doesn't struggle to deal with any of his projectiles as a whole, but like, I think it's the mix-up aspect of them that is what makes Duck Hunt Bayo so interesting. I love playing Duck Hunt Bayo. It's one of my favorite matchups in the entire game. I used to hate it because I would like literally like constantly lose game 5 last hits to Wisdom on a weekly basis. But then like, I like started to understand like what the matchup was about, and like, I absolutely love that matchup now. It's so much fun. Bayo has this little thing where if Duck Hunt clay pigeons on her shield and then fires it, she can parry Witch Time, and like Duck Hunt will kind of get punished for throwing clay pigeon at Bayo. Shout out to Fawn, that's bestie. Love her so much. Let me play the sub notif. Let me play the fucking notif. I love her. Love her. But yeah, Bayonetta can stop Can's movement from with bullet arts. Like if you'll see sometimes when like Duck Hunt is pinging the can, and then Bayo like bullet art nairs, and then one tick hits the can, and then like the can just like completely stops moving because it counts as a hit. So she can stop the can from moving. She can also do this thing where she like down tilt bullets the can to accelerate it blowing up, because the can has an HP threshold, and if she puts a certain HP threshold on the can, it'll like glow red and blow up. And so now like Duck Hunt can't really use can, unfortunately. Well, like in that instance, the can also can't be moved while she's shooting it with down tilt bullets. So it creates a bit of a mind game of, does Duck Hunt want to run in at this moment to like protect his can, or does he want to like set up with gunmen and throw clay pigeons? So much of the matchup is like 50-50 mind games of like, do you want to do this? Because if you do this, I can do this. And like, it's just one of, oh my god, I love Duck Hunt Bayo. The matchup's so much fun. Such an amazing matchup. I didn't want to like talk too much about it because like, or this stream would be like 3 hours instead of 2. I'm planning on it being 2, but if it has to be 3 hours, then it will. I'm gonna put chicken in even. Bayo has a hard time with getting comboed by chicken. Like, he just like the problem with Bayo versus Falco is that, oh my god, I couldn't even fucking see. I didn't even see Justin's. He said, notice you're going in alphabetical order, just hopping to say Yoshi wins. Have fun with your stream. Thank you, Justin. I'm just like too busy looking at the screen. Like I said, I'm gonna be missing like a lot of people's notifs because I'm reading chat off of my phone this time around, which is new to me. So yeah. I'll try to, yes, up tilt gag, but like actually, like up tilt is like, you get hit with an up tilt from Falco, and like, it's so fucked up because Bayo can't even bat out of Falco combos. What the fuck do you mean I can't bat within out of your combos? I'm getting hit for fucking 60% consistently, and I can't bats out of it. Like, I get up tilt dragged down into Jump Read or some shit. And also, like, if Bayo gets up tilt back aired, she just dies at 70. What the fuck do you mean you have my main confirmed? Like, Falco is literally just, like, Bayo is just fighting, like, Republican Bayo. Because he has fucking up tilt back air. He has down tilt reverse up air back air. Like, those are both my confirms. Why the fuck do you have them? You shouldn't have my combos. That's not okay. I think that like she puts Falco off stage and like it's pretty she puts Falco off stage and like, is this why your Falco is? Yes, it's because I let the homophobia run through me. Anyways, she has an easy time when Falco is off stage. Because she puts him off stage and he just kind of suffers. Cause she can do this thing where she like fair ones him repeatedly and like he just like dies if he's ever forced to up B. But yeah, just on stage like it's pretty hard because it's super punishing to get hit. But Falco does have like, he goes really high vertically when he jumps, but his horizontal is like not amazeballs. So that's also something to like take note of. Now we get our very first -2.
It's destiny.
Who just followed? Thank you so much for the follow. I'm Delris, much appreciated. We get into our first -2, and that is Fox. Fox Bayo is fucking insufferable. Genuinely just an insufferable time all around. Like, holy shit. Fox can just run her down, and she can't really do shit about it besides up B and hope that she hits him. But if you miss, that's an up air, and then he can camp her out because he can just run to the other side of the stage and just laser. And she also, like, oh my god, like, comboing him is impossible because he, like, falls like a fucking bag of bricks. Like, the only saving grace in the matchup is that up tilt back air is, like, good because you, like, Fox is light, so you can just, like, kill him. But holy shit, that matchup's not fun at all. Like, wow, that matchup sucks. It's so bad. Most of the time when I beat Fox players as Bayo, I'm just being better than them. And, like, that's, like, another reason why I, like, don't think, like, I still think the matchup is playable. I think every single matchup for Bayo is playable, except for one. We're gonna get to it. But, like, Fox is so fucking difficult, man. Like, that matchup is not it at all. Genuine fucking trenches, man. Genuine fucking trenches. Ugh. What else? I think recovery is like Bayo can obviously edgeguard Fox, but like you don't edgeguard him consistently enough for him to not be a problem on stage. If that makes sense. That matchup's really fucking annoying. I hate that matchup. I hate it so much. Like, every time I see a Fox in my path, it's just genuine eye roll. Because I already know it's about to be the most boring fucking thing ever. Bayo Fox is so... It's a fun matchup, but, like, you do not want to run into that in bracket. It's playable, because most Fox mains aren't, like, great at it. You can definitely hit Fox with some matchup check shit. But I played the matchup one time in bracket of Bayo Fox and I took a game and then went ZSS and that matchup felt even worse somehow. Does Zero Suit lose to Fox? I didn't know that. Okay, y'all are about to get mad at me for this opinion, but Bayo only beats Ganon +1. The issue with Bayo Ganon is that he hits really, really, really fucking hard. Like, he hits really, really hard. It's really punishing to make a mistake on Ganondorf's shield because you just get hit and you get hit like twice and then you're at kill percent because you're Bayo and you're light. Like, the obvious win con is put Ganon off stage, get underneath him up B, but Ganon neutral is low-key not that fucking bad. It's like really like... It's really weird how, like, oddly well Ganon does against Bayo. Like, I don't know. Like, I think if I played Major, I would be really scared. Because, like, bitch, I would just get hit. And then I would just, like, be at kill percent, and then he hits me with some fuck shit, and then I just die. I hope I never play Major in bracket. Yeah, that matchup is like, it's like pretty straightforward. Hold on one second. I'm gonna need to refresh that soon. But yeah, that matchup, I don't think it's +2 for Bayo, which is definitely a hot take because every other Bayo is gonna say it's +2. I think it's just +1. Bayo slightly beats Grin. Greninja mains have been Greninja mains have been optimizing this matchup. Shoutouts to Appalotion. I played that guy on Elite Smash one day, and he definitely knows what he's doing in the matchup. I can tell he like worked super hard on that matchup to like make it playable for Greninja. There's certain things that Greninja can do in that matchup to make it really hard for Bayo. Lots of camping. Lots and lots of fucking camping. A lot of it. a lot of camping. But the thing about that matchup is Bayo can also camp back. It's also just really punishing for Greninja to hit Bayo's shield incorrectly. And then not really punishing for Bayo to hit Greninja's shield incorrectly. Because you'd have to like consistently footstool down or Bayo out of shield in order to like get proper punishes on Bayo. And that's really hard to do in a bracket setting. I think Bayo, she does fine at edgeguarding Greninja. He has some mix with the Shadow Sneak and like the Shuriken stalling and stuff. He gets a little hop when he does the Shuriken. But like, usually if Bayo stays close to the stage, she should be able to edgeguard Greninja. Yeah. I definitely think she wins that matchup, but like not as well as most people think she does. Alright, Bayo Hero. Which alt do I use? I'm gonna use this one. This matchup's even. Bayo Hero is even. His hitboxes are really big and really difficult to contest as Bayo. The thing that Bayo has over Hero is mobility, and he can nullify that by pulling Accelerato. And now he's just as fast and just as mobile as Bayo, which is really hard for her to deal with. You've seen like Lima vs Beast Mode Paul. I've lost to Spice in the past. That matchup is like, it's like really difficult because you just can't chance a lot of things as Bayo, but like it's another matchup where he struggles to recover if he's not pulling zoom every time. If you get the zooms that you need and the acceleratos that you need, the matchup is like genuinely favorable for Hero. Like probably minus 0.5 for Bayo, but like that's assuming the problem. The reason why the matchup is even is because Hero's menu pools are not consistent. You will not consistently get all of the things that you need to get against Bayo when you need them. And Bayo will like latch onto you for that. And then also Hero has to do a lot of like preemptive swings, and like if Bayo just doesn't go in, well, Hero just whiffed a laggy aerial, so he's gonna eat an ABK for that. Yeah, I think using Fireball incorrectly and using Zapple incorrectly can get you punished in the matchup. Bayo can, I think, also she can heal slide underneath Zapple. I know she can crouch underneath Frizzle and Zapple. I know she can crouch underneath both of those. But, thank you for the comment, Kaden. Anyways, yeah, that matchup is like really weird to deal with as Bayo. As long as you are like existing in the 45-degree angle against Hero whenever he pulls menu, you should be fine. He has to do a constant ebb and flow of engaging and not engaging, and it's like really weird to do against Hero. I don't really know any Bayos who are like exceptionally good versus Hero, because he's just one of those characters that it's really hard to be like exceptionally good against, unless you play Rob, in which you shouldn't lose that matchup. But yeah, Bayo Hero is even. I'll put them here. Bayo Ices is even. It's just, it's so annoying trying to combo two people at once. That's what the problem is with advantage stating this character. You're trying to deal with two people at once. You're trying to combo two people at once. And if you like accidentally hit both of them with ABK, you're in so much hit lag. And then like the Popo, or not Nana, the Ice Climber player that's controlling Popo will just up air you for hitting Nana. When you kill Nana, the matchup gets way easier, like genuinely way easier. But it's that Ice Climbers is a character that forces you to have to like grab them, and then they do a bunch of Blizzwall shit, which you can witch time if they're really lazy about it. But good Ices players that know the Bayo matchup are not going to be lazy about how they do their Blizzwall setups. It's also like really never worth it to use Ice Block because Bayo can not only just down tilt it back, but also down tilt bullets it back. She can also witch time it. But like that just like the thing is like Bayo can't bats out of the Ices combos. She can't bats out of them. She gets grabbed and she dies just like the rest of the cast. And that's what makes the matchup even, because you like Ices are just like spamming Blizzwall and Squall Hammer at you, and you get tapped by any of those, and you're probably gonna fucking die. Like chances are you're probably gonna fucking die. And then also they can just like do setups out of thin air. Like you'll see Big D like come down from the Angel Plat, have Nana do a little spin, and then like Nana spinning on your shield, and then he runs up, grabs you, and then he makes Nana F smash. Like what the fuck is that? Yeah, I think Bayo Ices is even. I don't think this placement needs to be explained, but if people want me to explain it, I can. If you want me to explain it, I can, but like I don't really think Bayo Ike needs to be explained. Just look at the screen. If an Ike player beats Bayo, then they likely just outplayed the Bayo. Bayo Ensign is plus 0.5 for Bayo. Because the thing is, Ensign hits really hard, but he has a really difficult time dealing with Bayo's like campy game plan. Bayo can just camp Incineroar, and, like run away from Incineroar, and Ensign is too slow on the ground and in the air to deal with that. Like anytime he gets near you, you should just be double jump dive kicking away from him, and now you reset neutral, and like he has to deal with you like constantly crossing him up with ABKs and like other shit. So it's like really annoying to deal with as Ensign. So there's that. He doesn't really struggle too hard to. He doesn't really struggle too hard to kill Bayo necessarily. I love this song. He doesn't really struggle too hard to kill Bayo. Like you see like Redacted constantly exploding Lima at like 50 every time he gets a side B. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other aspects of that matchup that matter, but like it's not a very complex matchup. Not at all. She's definitely supposed to be Inkling. I will say that. Ensign being able to weirdly edgeguard Bayo is kind of funny. Yeah. Bayo Inkling. She's definitely supposed to be Inkling, but Inkling can be really difficult for Bayo to deal with. But like, she can just run circles around this character. She genuinely just runs circles around him. Like, every time I play Colorado 8, I do the same exact thing, and he doesn't know how to. I don't know if it's just like. I can't tell if it's the fact that he doesn't know how to deal with it or his character can't deal with it. I'm going to assume it's the latter. I genuinely don't think Inkling can deal with Bayo just spamming ABK across the stage. Like, you just ABK Waveland and then run the fuck away. And what the fuck is Inkling going to do? Because if she chases you and hits you incorrectly, then, like, you're just screwed. You're going to eat a bunch of fucking damage as Inkling. The thing about Bayo Inkling is that Bayo does not have to play the game with Inkling. She really doesn't. She does not have to play the game with Inkling. It's not necessary at all. You just run away from him. You just spam ABK, run away from him the whole entire game. Be super fucking degen against Inkling. And to be fair, this character deserves it. I hope she's never meta relevant again, because she's not fucking cool. I think Bayo slightly beats Isabel. The reason why a lot of Bayo players think that Isabel is like +2 or +1 for Bayo is because they fight a lot of Isabel players that have no fucking clue what they're doing against Bayo. And I grind against 2 absolutely incredible Isabel players who really know what the fuck they're doing against Bayo. And that matchup is not that easy. Like, because Isabel can not only zone you, but she also has hands for no reason. Like, she's got up tilt, she's got nair, she's got F tilt, she's got did I already say up tilt? Like, she has such good normals against Bayo, and it's really tricky for Bayo to deal with and get around because Isabel's really tiny. So you have to like be precise with how you hit Isabel, but Isabel doesn't really have to be precise with how she hits Bayo because Bayo's really fucking lanky. The reason why I don't think Bayo Isabel is even is because Lloyd Mine is susceptible to getting witch timed, and then also being in disadvantage against Bayo is really difficult. Because you're Isabel, you're floaty, you don't really move very far out of like Bayo strings, and then also Isabel's like pretty susceptible to getting edge guarded, but like Isabel got hands for literally no fucking reason, and it's really weird to deal with, like really weird. Dash attack completely gets rid of rocket, which is nice. You don't want to be dash attacking in neutral against Isabel, because if Isabel is standing a certain distance away from rocket, then like you dash attack the rocket, and then she either grabs you for dash attacking the rocket, or fishing rods you for dash attacking the rocket, or like dash attacks you for dash attacking the rocket. Because Isabel dash attack is a really good burst option against Bayo. Well, I wouldn't say against Bayo, just in general. Like, it's a really good burst option. Yeah. We're gonna make our first plus 0.5 or minus 0.5 for this next one. I need to do this real quick. There we go. I should only have to replay that music one more time with this stream. Joker Bayo is fucking annoying. That's like the best way that I can describe the matchup. She does not... I don't think it's so bad that it's like she obviously loses, but it's just like very subtle shit. Like him like hurtbox shifting away from her very slightly, or him like it's just really like, it's like stuff that's like you like have when you like think more about the matchup, it's just not it. Like no. I definitely think that she can edgeguard this character really well, like really well. It's funny because she edgeguards his tether recovery better than she edgeguards his Arsene recovery, which is like, that's like the opposite of what everyone else has to deal with. Everybody else edgeguards the fuck out of Arsene Joker, and then like struggles against edgeguarding base Joker, but then you like flip it for on stage, because on stage Bayo really struggles to deal with base Joker, but Arsene Joker is so much easier to fight for some reason, and I don't know why. I have never known why, and I will never know why. Arsene Joker is just so much easier to fight than base Joker for Bayo, because you hit him and like you eat like almost all of his meter from like one Bayo combo. So like Arsene Joker is like basically like almost never a factor. It's only a factor if he's like at like 180, and then he could like maybe rage kill you with like a back air off the side of like 45. But yeah, I also don't think she like, I also don't say it's -1 because she's one of the only characters in the game that can punish Gun. She can witch time Gun and like kill him for doing that, and most other characters in the game can't do that. Like, gun is generally unpunishable, but like she can witch time gun and kill him for doing that. She can also witch time Aha and like kill him for doing that too. I remember doing that to Atomic at Rewired Fest to close the game 4 that I should have lost, but yeah. I definitely like think this matchup is like, it's like hard for a lot of reasons that you wouldn't see on the surface. It's definitely a matchup that you can outplay, but you have to be just a little, you have to be playing just a little bit better than the Joker player. And most Joker players know how to fight Bayo, so it's like really weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the alert again, and that's gonna be my explanation for Puff Bayo. And that's my explanation for Puff Bayo. Alright, moving on. I feel like this is a matchup that she's supposed to win, and she just doesn't fucking win it because this character just brute forces his win cons on her. And, like, oh my actual fucking god. I, like, despise Kazuya Bayo because it doesn't matter how much... Like, Kazuya players are probably just as... Like, Kazuya players are just as bad, if not worse, than Game & Watch mains at not adapting to what the fuck it... Like... Oh my god, I'm genuinely convinced that Kazuya players are not looking at the screen every time I play one. Cause like, you can do whatever, you can do all this mix and stuff, and they're just gonna electric. And they're just gonna electric again. And guess what? They electricked again, and the third one hit, and now you're gonna die. Like, oh my actual god. Like, this matchup fucking frustrates me, because you can't get the Kazuya player to do something else. Like, Bayo, like, she can run away from him as long as she wants. The electric is, like, he's just gonna, like, dash up and electric her. It's just, like, you actually just have to, like, run away from this character for 7 minutes. And even that's, like, not super optimal. Because she just has to, like, eventually deal with Kazuya. And if you guess wrong, you're just gonna die. Because she can't bats out of the combos for some stupid-ass reason. It's just so fucking annoying. For like I don't get it, and I've never gotten it. Like, I just hate that. Like, and then he's like weighs 10,000 pounds, so it's so hard to kill him. Like, the only aspect I would say that Bayo like can genuinely exploit about Kazuya is like she puts him off stage, and like then she can just like vortex him off stage and then force him to do something dumb and then like back air him for it, or she can witch time his recovery because it has a hitbox on it. But, like, he just gets to spam his dumbass game plan. Is Bayo good at frame trapping him? Sometimes. But, like, she just, like, her game plan just gets screwed by electric. It just gets screwed by electric, and it's really, really annoying. Like, I hate it, man. I don't think there's much more that needs to be said about Kazuya. Hate that character so much. Probably one of my least favorite characters in the entire game. Bayo beats Ken. I'm like notoriously dog shit at this matchup though, so I'm like really bad at showing it. I don't know how the fuck I went game 5 last hit with Jazo, cause I like, this is a matchup that I need to learn. I suck versus Ken. I like despise it, cause like, I hate that I'm bad versus Ken because this is a matchup that Bayo obviously wins. Like, if you look at it. The planking game plan is really, really good against Ken. You basically just, like, go off stage and you don't ever get back on stage. Ever. Because Ken is a character that, like, has to fight you. All of his buttons are, like, all of his, like, options are, like, melee close range buttons. And that's not gonna matter if Bayo is like hug the wall, purr, re-grab the ledge, mama, yas, queen, eat, or something. Like, it's just not gonna matter if she's just constantly, like, planking the ledge. Like, I don't know, like, yes, Ragekin is really hard to deal with, but, like, that's not gonna matter if she's just planking the ledge. So much of what Ken wants to do just gets invalidated by Bayo literally not getting back on the stage. Like on some Steve Minecraft type shit. Like like you genuinely just do not have to play the game versus Ken at all. You don't. You go off stage, you plank. If he extends his foot, you yank his ass off stage, and he doesn't have the best recovery, so you kill him. Yeah, and that's Ken Bayo. I would put this matchup in +2, but it's low-key, like, not that bad for DDD. Wait, doesn't Ken have good ledge trapping? You have to get your resources back, so how do you deal with Ken if he's trying to pressure you at the ledge? You space ABK when you re-grab it. You don't have to deal with Ken at ledge. Like, Ken, the thing about Ken's ledge trapping is that it's only good if you pick a traditional ledge option, but Bayo does not have to pick traditional, like, Bayo does not have to pick a traditional way to get off of the ledge. That's absolutely not necessary at all. Like, it's just not necessary. Ken's ledge trapping is only good if you have to, like, do traditional ways to get off the ledge. He's good at traditionally ledge trapping people, not dealing with Bayo literally flying around off the fucking stage. Anyways, back to DDD. I would put that in +2, but it's low-key annoying. It's like DDD can, like, fight back, oddly. And then also, like, the way he hurtbox shifts during specifically Bayo's combos means he gets a lot of mileage out of STIing down. And then he's also really, really fucking heavy. So, like, the matchup is, like, really obnoxious. Like, really obnoxious. Like, I don't think it's, like, dog shit enough to put in, like, +2 for Bayo. But she definitely does beat DDD. I definitely think she does beat DDD. I will never forget about when I played Lukewarm at Comic Palooza Fight Club, and I was just getting fucking shit stomped. I'm like, K-Rool Bayo is so, like, this is a matchup where you look at it on paper and you're like, okay, Bayo's supposed to beat K-Rool because he's big and he's slow and his recovery is really exploitable, and he just has a hard time versus Bayo because it's a super heavy versus Bayo. And then you get in game versus a K-Rool that knows what the fuck he's doing, and it is not easy at all. It is just not that easy. I play against a K-Rool occasionally named Onua, and she knows how to fight Bayo, and, like, it's so annoying playing Bayo against her K-Rool because, like, K-Rool just has so many, like, tools that, like, give Bayo a hard time. Mainly belly armor. Like, belly armor is, like, the main culprit, but, trying to consistently punish Crown, like, when K-Rool throws Crown behind you, and then, like, you try and, like, witch time returning Crown, because, like, that's, like, obviously what you do. And then, like, the K-Rool has a plan for, like, if you try and witch time the returning Crown. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Also, Crown armor, when they buffed Crown armor, it was really difficult for Bayo to deal with, because if your back air is, like, staled, you won't break his Crown armor, so you can just Crown armor to get out of disadvantage. And also that, like, that ruins Bayo's whole game plan of get underneath K-Rool and up B him, because he just crown armors and then armors through all the hits of her up B. So it's like really like weird to edgeguard K. Rool. Yeah, I think that matchup is like even. But like, it's definitely possible to win the matchup because a lot of K. Rools don't really know how to fight Bayo. They still like think that like, I don't meet very many K. Rools who are like super optimistic about K. Rool Bayo. They all think that she like just runs over the character when like that's not even close to being the case. If you play an avoidant game plan against Kirby, you should win. Like, that's a matchup where like, I don't know if anybody watched Geist vs. J-Jaw at Afterburner, specifically Game 5. That's how you're supposed to play against Kirby. You're supposed to just like literally not fight him ever. You just ABK and plat camp, ban FD Kalos in town, or FD Kalos Smashville if you want to, because you can also run away from him on town. And you just never approach him ever, like genuinely ever. The only time you approach him should be crossing up with ABK. Like, you just don't approach. You get a lead and you don't approach, and it's like not really that hard to get a lead against Kirby. Because the thing is, approaching him means you're risking taking 80%, because Kirby hits you and it's like that's a billion fucking damage. Yeah. That matchup is like, I've lost to J-Jaw in the past, like, but it was like at a pre-local, so I didn't really give a fuck. But like, there's a very specific game plan you do against Kirby, and it just works. I think Bayo pretty solidly beats Link. She witch times Boomerang, he should just die. She witch times like any of his projectiles, he should just die. Link is too slow to deal with like most of what Bayo wants to do. She kind of just runs circles around Link because Link is a very traditional like character. It's like he does hit her pretty hard with like down air and up air, like can just like randomly just kill her. Forward air can also just like explode her randomly. But yeah, typically like Link should like be losing to Bayo usually. I don't really know too much about Link Bayo, so I can't like go too in depth about that matchup. I should zoom out so everybody can see like the full list. Let me do that real quick. I think that's good. Can everybody see that okay? And then I can like scroll down to -2 if anyone's curious. But yeah. Let's move on to our next character. Little Mac. This matchup's +1 for Bayo. I don't have it in +2 because it's like trying to hit Little Mac in neutral is really, really annoying and weird. Because he goes so low to the ground. You have to hit him with like really specific and precise nairs, like fast fall nairs, or like just landing aerials, and yeah, like it's just really weird trying to deal with trying to hit Little Mac in neutral. But the thing is, like, when you do hit him, if you like get like a read and you like hit him, what was on your end, Caden? Trying to hit him is just like really weird, like really, really fucking weird. But when you do hit him, you put him off stage because you are Bayo versus Little Mac, and Little Mac just cries, especially when you snipe his double jump and his side B. But good Little Macs know how to recover against Bayo, but like it's also just like really hard to recover against Bayo in general. Camping Little Mac is like not really like it's what you should do, obviously, but like it's like you can't like you can platform camp Little Mac, but only if you have a lead. Because if you don't have a lead, nothing's gonna happen. Because you won't get the chance to hit him because he's just gonna be running around the plats. So it's just like okay. Like if you don't have a lead, you're eventually gonna have to hit him. So it's like really weird. But yeah, I think Bayo like beats Little Mac pretty handily. I would say -1 if Lucario wasn't floaty. I think Lucario being floaty is like what makes the matchup pretty like I think it's what makes the matchup not that bad for Bayo, but like him being floaty enables him to get Witch Striked. When you're floaty, you're really susceptible to getting Witch Striked, and even more so, dying to Witch Strike. So if the Bayo can get her hands on a Lucario in like the midst of a combo or whatever, then she won't have to deal with the overarching issue of Lucario Bayo, which is like you don't kill Lucario, he lives to like 180 and then back airs you at 30 and you fucking explode. Cause that's just not a it's just not a thing. Aura Sphere is kind of weird to deal with. Let me think. What else is there? I don't play Lucario Bayo too often. Ever since Armadiddler got canceled, I haven't really like played too much Lucario Bayo, so I don't know too much about that matchup. Hey, Secretary. Hi. I'm doing a matchup chart right now. But yeah, I don't think Lucario Bayo is that bad for Bayo. But I definitely think like Bayo loses that matchup. Alright, moving on. Bayo Lucas. This matchup is even. I don't care what people say. Lucas's boxing tools are really fucking like annoying for Bayo to deal with, particularly landing fair, and then also just like down tilt and F tilt and all the other shit. Also, it's significantly harder for Bayo to edgeguard Lucas than it is for her to edgeguard Ness, because Lucas's up B pierces and Bayo's does not. Lucas can also frame trap Bayo occasionally. Inkling +1. Oh, you missed my explanation. But yeah, Lucas like can frame trap Bayo like mid combo, and it's really really difficult for Bayo to like get out of like the Lucas vortex. It's really really annoying. What the fuck else was I gonna say about Lucas Bayo? I know that matchup pretty well because I used to grind with a really really talented Lucas player. I don't know if he still plays this game anymore, but Blucas was his tag. But yeah, Lucas Bayo is definitely even. The reason why I don't think Bayo loses that matchup is because like Lucas has the PK Kid disadvantage, where like landing is fucking obnoxious. Being in the air ever is fucking obnoxious because it can just kind of get sniped by ABK or like forward air. And then also Lucas is kind of light if I remember correctly, so like he just dies to up tilt back air. But yeah, Bayo Lucas is definitely even. I wish this matchup was plus 0.5, but Bayo Lucina is like, it's even. Like that matchup is even. Bayo Lucina is a battle of the better player. It's like one of the few matchups on this list where it is like genuinely a battle of the better player. Like if the Bayonetta is better than Lucina, the Lucina wins. If the Lucina is better than the Bayonetta, the Lucina wins. And if they're both the same skill level, it literally boils down to who makes the better decision making. Because Bayo kind of can't deal with Lucina ledge trapping the same way that she can deal with like the other characters ledge trapping. Because the thing is, like, Lucina's hitboxes are really generous, so like she can hit Bayo in spots that other characters can't. occasionally Bayo can like do the ledge regrab tricks, but like if you do it incorrectly, you get F smashed by Lucina and you can just die. On stage is pretty difficult for Bayo to deal with. But like putting Lucina in the air is good for Bayo because Lucina is really floaty. Also, Lucina is one of the characters, like, she's arguably, I think this is a hot take, but Lucina is the easiest character to Witch Strike in the entire game. I practice all of my Witch Striking on Lucina because of how easy it is. But, yeah. Bayo Lucina is, like, mainly a battle of the better character. The better player. I don't, like, play against Lucina too often. I've played against Tyranx before, and he's really, really good at that matchup. And, like, every time I play him, it feels like a battle of the better player. Like, I think he would agree with me when I say that Bayo Lucina is just like a battle of the better player. Bayo beats Luigi. I know Raru has been like beating Tamapi Daifuku, but the characters' archetypes, like Luigi just has such a difficult time dealing with Bayo off stage. And in some instances, Bayo is like really hard for Luigi to deal with in neutral, because you can't just plunge. You can't just short out plunger in neutral. You'll get witch timed. You can't fireball in neutral. You'll get witch timed. You can't green missile in neutral. You'll get witch timed. You can't fuck up your 0 to death because Bayo can bats out of it. Yeah, just a lot of things about Luigi Bayo. You can't edgeguard Luigi for shit. He can be difficult to edgeguard sometimes. You just have to like recognize when he's like in lag of green missile and then like go based off of that. He also has like no fucking air drift when he jumps, and Bayo will just eat that alive. Like, you cannot jump almost ever. Like I know like most Luigis want to jump in on Bayo and get their little fucking nair up B or landing nair up B, but like you cannot do that versus Bayo. You can't. You'll get picked apart. Him being able to 0 to death her is pretty good, and that's why the matchup's not +2 for Bayo, but she definitely wins that matchup. I want to say Mario Bayo is even, so I'm gonna put him there. I'm okay. When I say Witch Strike, I'm referring to a technique where Bayonetta can get she can influence what the fuck am I? How do I explain this? She can influence her up B to where she only gets the first hit of the up B, so it ignores STI. Anyways, back to Mario Bayo. This matchup, I want to say it's even. I can definitely see a case for Bayo winning, but Mario can just like kind of kill combo her, like up air, fair, and then she just like explodes at 40. Mario doesn't really have a difficult time dealing with Bayo options on his shield. If he forward airs on her shield, if she forward airs on his shield, he can like kind of just up air at a shield or down air at a shield. Or up B at a shield. Up B at a shield is pretty obnoxious for Bayo to deal with because it's a frame 3 at a shield option. I don't play too much Mario Bayo, which is crazy because Dark Wizzy is literally my best friend. But yeah, Mario Bayo, like, I would say it's very similar to Lucina, where it's like a battle of the better player, but it's like different, if that makes sense. Very, 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 very different. I don't really have too much to say about Mario Bayo because I just don't play it that much, but I do know that it is definitely either even or plus 0.5. I think a more experienced Bayo would probably put it in plus 0.5, but I'm just not too experienced in that matchup. Bayo beats Marth. It's literally just Bayo Lucina, but Marth can't consistently kill Bayo. He will either kill Bayo at 30 or 230. Like his hits, he just doesn't get enough reward out of his hits compared to Lucina to justify like the matchup being good for him. His damage output is also like not as good as Lucina's either. Whereas like when Marth gets a hit, like he's getting like maybe 30, Bayo hits him and literally does double his damage. It's omega fucked. It's like very fucked. Yeah, Bayo beats Marth. Not much more to say about that. Bayo beats Mega Man, but it's not that bad for Mega Man. She shuts down all of his zoning tools. He like basically can't zone, and so that's why every time I play Toffee and he goes Mega Man, he fights me. Like every time I play Toffee, he like fights me. And Mega Man has very good fighting tools against Bayo. Fair and Bear are like the main two examples of Mega Man's like really good fighting tools. Like Fair is low-key kind of difficult for Bayo to deal with, and if he does it landing mainly. Like if he spaces Fair on Bayo's shields, that's like really fucking weird to deal with for Bayo. Bayo doesn't really have the hardest time at ledge. F smash can be a little weird, but like everybody struggles, every character struggles with F smash at ledge from Mega Man. Bayo also doesn't really struggle to edge guard Mega Man because he doesn't have a hitbox on his recovery. So you just go off hold nair. You can go off hold reverse nair into back air at like 60 and just explode him. Crash Bomber isn't usually a threat because he puts Crash Bomber on you, and that's more of a problem for him to deal with because you get to just use that against him. Yes, he puts Crash Bomber on you, and he now has to like run away from you because you can just run towards him and witch time him. Yeah, I don't think Bayo struggles with Mega Man at all. I think one really obnoxious part of the Bayo Mega Man is how long he lives for. He lives for a very long time against Bayo. I could be wrong about this, but this matchup's just fucking awful for Mewtwo. It's just fucking awful for Mewtwo. Like, every time I play it, I'm just like, I can't think about what Mewtwo is supposed to do in order to deal with Bayonetta's toolkit. Genuinely, like, what is he supposed to do? He's just too, like, the tail hurtbox thing, it, like, single-handedly makes this matchup, like, not playable for Mewtwo. Because I like, there will be so many times where I play Tim and he's running away from me, and then I ABK him, and then it clips his tail, and then I get a combo because I clipped his tail. As if that's fucking okay. Like, you also can't Shadow Ball in neutral. You can't, like, jump ever, and Mewtwo has to jump to get things started. You can't dash attack as an opener because that's not safe. You're big, you're floaty. He's big, he's floaty, and then he's skinny all at the same fucking time. And he's also light as shit, so he gets hit and he just eats shit. Like I just don't know what Mewtwo is supposed to do to beat Bayo besides literally, like, genuinely just being better. I also think it's Bayo's best matchup. Like, I think Mewtwo can play it. It's definitely, like, playable. But if the Bayo has a semblance of an idea of what she's doing versus Mewtwo, it's fucking horrible. Like, I was, like, awful at the game, and I just, like, fucking beat Waddy. Like, what do you mean? What the fuck do you mean, like, me as like a 4-2er Bayo is just going and fucking beating Wadi like that. Like, that's not okay. Bayo Mewtwo is, yeah, not a good matchup. I really want like a top 100 player to like pilot Mewtwo, and because I really want to like see. I really want to be able to like see truly how good this matchup is, because right now I just don't think it's playable for Mewtwo like at all. Bayo beats Meta Knight. This matchup is literally like, it's like Bayo Kirby, but the difference is that Meta Knight has actual speed to contest Bayo, and like actual hitboxes to contest Bayo. So like, because Bayo has to interact with Meta Knight, it's really weird. But Meta Knight is like still stubby, because he's got that fucking Kirby character archetype where he's stubby as shit. So yeah, he can just occasionally like explode Bayo with Dimensional Cape, but yeah, no. I just think like it's super duper weird. Bayo Meta Knight is a really weird matchup that I don't play too often, so I don't like really get it. It's just me. Brawler Bayo is just easier Fox Bayo. It's just like all of the issues with Fox, but like they just get alleviated by the fact that me Brawler is like human sized, so you can actually do like actual A button combos on me Brawler. You're not supposed to do B button combos on me Brawler. You're supposed to do A button combos. Like a lot of like down tilt, fair 1 2 3, up tilt into like up air into shit. Because the thing is, the moment you do a B button combo, he drops like a rock. Me Brawler falls so fast out of Bayo combos. But if you're doing like A button combos, me Brawler low-key has a hard time dealing with that. I'm like an oddly hard time. But yeah, you just treat the matchup like easier Fox Bayo and you should be good. I definitely think Bayo still loses because like you are like this archetype of character and this is just fucking demonic. So if you have a semblance of that, you do good versus Bayo, but he's human sized, so it's like it's a lot easier to deal with. Every Gunner player says Bayo Gunner is +2 for Bayo. I don't see how. I don't get it. But I'm just gonna put them there. I don't know shit about Gunner. I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about Gunner because I don't. I genuinely do not. But every Gunner player says that Bayo fucking +2's Gunner, and I don't believe them. But I'm just gonna put him there anyways because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to like, because if I like, this is where I think Gunner should be. I think he should be in +1, but like I don't want to hear it. Like I don't want to get screamed at by Gunner mains. So I also don't know shit about this matchup, but literally nobody even plays this character, so I'm not even gonna begin to like explain this matchup because it's like not worth. Because like, who am I explaining it to? The 2 people in the world that play me Sword Fighter. Bayo beats Min Min. There are some Min Min mains who are really good versus Bayo. Shout out to Time Gear, who fights Geist every week. He's really good at that matchup. The thing about Min Min is that, like, the obvious win con is putting Min Min off stage. And Bayo can access that win con through various means. Like, you have to, like, I think the best way that I can describe Min Min Bayo is red light, green light. If it's not your turn, you'll get screwed by Min Min, but if it's not the Min Min turn, if it's not the Min Min's turn, Min Min gets screwed by Bayo. That's like the main way that I can think of that matchup. It's just like super duper weird. Definitely a weird matchup for sure. But like there's definitely a way you play it. And one of the main like aspects of it is like putting Min Min off stage. I don't know too much about Min Min Bayo. I think Geist would be able to give a lot better of an explanation about Min Min Bayo because he's like super experienced in the matchup. Like super duper experienced. This matchup is like not fucking playable. Game & Watch just stops everything Bayo wants to do. His like toolkit is just so obviously designed to like just like shut down Bayonetta. The problem with Game & Watch Bayo is that you have to hit him and you have to, when you hit him, you have to kill him. And when the Game & Watch knows how to not die to Bayo combos, the matchup's just like not playable for Bayo. Cause like you have to deal with Game & Watch's tools. And like it's really fucking hard to deal with. The matchup used to be even, but then Game & Watch players learned how to SDI. So now it's hard. Now it's a hard matchup. Like, if the Game & Watch just, like, has, like, at least 2 of their 3 functional brain cells on. Yeah, you can also, yeah, if you try and take him off the top, and you, like, mess up one thing, you get upbeat at, like, 10 and you die. Like, so sometimes it's actually just not even worth going for, like, Bayo combos against Game & Watch. You have to be witch striking him literally every time you hit him, or else it's not. And then like witch strike is not easy to set up on Game & Watch. It's not. And then that character, like, if he can like survive getting like, if he can survive the Bayo combo at low %, now he gets to play his game, and he just gets to like face roll on Bayo, and Bayo can't really do shit about it. Because Bayo can't really contest Game & Watch just running up and naring. Like, she can't really do shit about that besides a well-timed up tilt, and you're not going to do that every time. Dash attack's also really hard to deal with. Bayo doesn't really have a hard time dealing with Bacon at ledge. Actually, I'm going to move Game & Watch up here. Because I don't think that matchup is -1, but it's definitely losing for Bayo. I don't think it's blatantly losing for Bayo. It's a matchup where you 3-stock or get 3-stocked. She's one of the few characters that doesn't have to deal with Game & Watch ledge trapping, because she just witch times Bacon. And then she can like get off scot-free. But up B in neutral, forward air in neutral, back air in neutral. Back air in neutral is the main one. It's so hard for Bayo to deal with Game & Watch back air. And then nair in neutral. Those are like the main culprits of why I think Bayo loses to Game & Watch. It's just really hard for Bayo to like deal with those extremely safe, extremely large, extremely potent tools. It's definitely like a matchup that you can outplay and like win, but consistently doing that is hard. Bayo beats Ness. It's literally like everything. Bayo, like the thing about Bayo Ness is that it's like exactly like Lucas, but everything is just easier. It's easier to like catch Ness's landings. It's easier to fight Ness in neutral because Ness can't like. Ness is not gonna fucking forward air on your shield and like go unpunished. Lucas can do that. Ness cannot. Ness can't really like landing back air on Bayo's shield. You get up bead. He can't really space back air. He can't really do rising back air on her shield. He can't really like swing on Bayo's shield and like generally go unpunished. Also recovering. The main reason why I think Bayo beats Ness is because getting put off stage as Ness is in Ness Bayo is a literal nightmare. Like, you get put off stage, she goes underneath you, up, and then up Bs you, and now you probably 9 times out of 10 just fucking die. Yeah, that matchup is a lot easier for Ness Bayo is a lot easier than Lucas Bayo. Bayo Pac is slight win, but the Pac-Man players that I play are very, very good at this matchup. Shout out to Rocky and Isaiah. I have so much matchup experience in Pac-Man Bayo. It's like one of my most played matchups probably of all time. Like, there's just so many intricacies to Pac-Man Bayo. There's so much stuff that you have to know. And I like don't really feel like explaining all of it. I'm not gonna hold you guys, but I'll just explain like the surface level stuff. Like, Bayo doesn't dealing with Hydrant is optional for Bayo. She's never really forced to have to deal with Hydrant. She doesn't have to deal with Bell. The only fruits she really has to like be scared of are like Apple, Galaxian, and Key. She only has to be scared of Bell after it's already in Pac-Man's hands, because now like Pac-Man can like mind game you with it and like mix you up with it, and like if you get Belled at the wrong time, you can just explode. But if he throws Bell at the wrong time, he gets witch timed. Pac-Man's boxing tools are really good, but Bayo has a really Kaden. Bayo has a really pretty easy time dealing with Pac-Man's boxing tools. She can usually just like up B it out of shield. Edge guarding Pac-Man is not the hardest thing in the world either. Yeah, and then also Pac-Man is like really floaty. He has the like floaty disadvantage, so he kind of just gets picked apart when he gets put in the air. Really difficult for him to land if he doesn't have Hydrant in play. Most Bayos will just wait for Pac-Man to place Hydrant after being in air, and then like they'll just ABK him. Yeah, I think Bayo slightly beats Pac-Man. It's definitely not an unplayable matchup for Pac-Man by far. But Bayo definitely, like, it's very, very, like, minuscule things where Bayo has the upper hand in that matchup. Very, very minuscule things. I really want to say Bayo loses to Palu. I know it's not true, but holy shit. This is another matchup that, like, I just have no clue what the fuck's going. Like, I know what's happening. I know what Palu does. I don't know how to stop it. Like, and it's frustrating to me because Lima and Geist are so good at fighting Palutena, and then I fight Palu and I just die. Every time I fight a Palu, I just die, and I like don't know what I'm doing wrong. I genuinely don't. It's every time I fight a Palu. The matchup is just so punishing. Like, you can't do something incorrectly on Palu's shield, she'll fear you or she'll back air you for it. She can just kind of like use fair and back air in this matchup. It's like, I don't know. And then most of the Palu mains are really, really, really good at fighting Bayo. So it's really hard when the Palu mains are good at fighting Bayo, and the Bayo mains aren't good at fighting Palu. Or, well, I shouldn't say the Bayo mains. I should say I'm not good at fighting Palu. So it just makes it really hard for me in specific. Yeah. This is another matchup where that applies. Peach Bayo. I think Peach Bayo's even. It's another matchup that I'm not good at. I suck versus Palutena and Peach. I do not know how to fight these characters, specifically as Bayo. As Sora, it's a different story, but No, Mutates is just like really, really good versus Bayonetta. Like really, really good versus Bayo. So he's gonna make the matchup look winning for Peach, but it's not. Peach can sometimes explode in disadvantage. It's very, 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 very weird for Bayonetta. Peach Bayo is like very even matchup. Speaking of even matchups, Pichu Bayo. Thankfully, this character is pretty obscure, but the matchups were even because it's a rat. He's really hard to hit. Super tiny. Oh my god, Pichu makes me want to like toaster bath. I remember vividly at Honeypot, or yeah, it was a regional I was at called Honeypot, and I had to play against a Pichu player named Voltion. I'm gonna ignore that comment. Every single game went to like nail biting last hit. Every single game went to nail biting last hit. And it fucking like, God, I hate Pichu Bayo. I do not like that matchup, but she doesn't lose to this character. But wow, like it's like a matchup where you look at the screen, like it doesn't really need to be explained. You just kind of look at the screen. This is also another matchup where you kind of just look at the screen and like it's pretty obvious. I would say Bayo beats Pika. Like I could see the matchup going here. I could see like it going here. I honestly want to put it there. I'm not going to. Yeah, like Bayo goes even with the rats, which is crazy because she used to like hard lose to both Pichu and Pikachu, and then she just kept getting buffed, and the Bayos kept developing game plans, and yeah, like things just started to get better for Bayo players. T-Jolt, the Bayos learned how to deal with T-Jolt. They learned how to deal with back air and fair. They learned how to like just deal with Pikachu's tools. So now we get really good sets of Pika Bayo. Pika Bayo's even. It's obnoxious, but it definitely is even. This matchup's also even. It has an argument for winning, but it's kind of annoying. Olimar's really small. Just generally hard to hit. The Pikmin can be annoying to deal with. He has an actual win con in blue Pikmin, because he can just run up, grab you, and then up throw you, and then you're just like kind of screwed. But yeah, edgeguarding is like pretty consistent for the most part. Very rarely is a Bayo gonna fuck up an edgeguard on an Olimar, because you just like go off and you like back air. So yeah. I don't really know Olimar Bayo too well, so I can't really like place it. This matchup's even. I don't give a fuck what Lucky says. Lucky says that Bayo beats Plant. No, the fuck she doesn't. How? How does she beat Plant? Patui shuts down like all of her main approach options. Like all of her main approach options. You have to like auto cancel bullet nair and down tilt bullets. Basically the entire match. I need to see Lima versus Lucky, because like I like don't know how Bayo is supposed to approach Plant. This is like actually like genuinely one of the few characters where you actually are just supposed to not approach. Like straight up just not approach. You get him to fuck up, and then you hit him. Because if you like think about approaching wrong, you get punished. You can't really ABK Plant, because like that generally doesn't go unpunished. You have to like space back airs and nairs and shit. And like shit like that. Like that matchup is just so annoying. And then also Plant is so heavy, so it's so hard to kill him. Thankfully up tilt back air is like pretty easy to hit on Plant. But like outside of that, like matchup is just it's definitely even. I don't see Bayo losing to Plant for sure. Edgeguarding is a pretty strong win con in the matchup, but he has so much mix. He has no, I wouldn't say it's like super consistent. He has a lot of mix on his recovery. If he's forced to go low, it's consistent. But if he's like in like the nebulous zone where he's like not low but not like high, it's really awkward to edgeguard him. I don't know too much about Bayo Plant though. It's not my most practiced matchup. Bayo beats the Pits. They're really floaty. Like I feel like Pit Bayo would be even if they were not floaty, but they're floaty. So they just get hit and they get Witch Strike and they die. If a character is floaty, Witch Strike is like never not on the table against them. And Pit and Dark Pit are like shockingly easy to do that on. I also just think like a character with multi-jumps is just gonna get eaten alive by Bayo. He has multi-jumps with like very little horizontal movement in the multi-jumps. So like it's just not gonna pan out well. Not against Bayo. Not too much more to say about Pit Bayo. I don't know too much about the matchup. Also, I'm like kind of approaching the 2-hour mark, so I don't want to like keep yapping for too long. But we're getting to some pretty good matchups. PT Bayo's even. Squirtle is a nightmare to deal with. Ivysaur is free as fuck to deal with, and then Zard is a nightmare or free as fuck to deal with depending on how much percent he has. Squirtle is just like borderline impossible to hit, but if you do hit him, Squirtle is oddly floaty, so you can just kill him. It's like super weird. It's super weird. Yeah. And then Ivysaur just can't play the game against Bayo. He just gets picked apart. Like anytime he like tries to like do anything versus Bayo, it's either getting witch timed or getting stuffed by up tilt. And then Zard is only a problem if he has rage. But if Zard is at like 60%, oh my god, he's gonna eat shit versus Bayo. He is gonna get fucked on by Bayo. But yeah, that's like PT Bayo in a nutshell. I know there's like more to it for sure, but that's just like the surface level of the matchup. This matchup pisses me off. It's literally just this, but like, it's like, yeah, no, I don't like Aegis. Mainly Mithra, because Mithra has Bat Within, but it's better. She has my fucking thing, but it's better than mine. Like, what do you mean? Why is yours better than mine? You have my... Bitch, I was here first. You can't power creep me, ho. But yeah, Mithra, she falls really fast, and then also you have to account for foresight almost at all times. Mithra is like... I wouldn't say she has any aspects of Smash 4 Bayo, I'm not gonna hold you. But I would say she has the aspect of Smash... This character as a whole is the Smash 4 Cloud of this game, in the sense that you could just pick them up and like it's such a great pocket character to have. It's such a great like pocket character to have. Having a pocket Aegis, like, you will never get gimmicked ever, because this Mithra just shuts down so many gimmicks in the game. Mithra's archetype as a whole just like dismantles certain character archetypes. Like, I don't think Kirby gets to play. I don't think other characters get to play. This should be the last time I have to refresh this. Like, so many characters just don't get to play versus Mithra in specific. The reason why I think this matchup is not -2 but -1 is because when Aegis switches to Pyra, then Bayo gets to play. And Bayo kind of fucks on Pyra because Pyra's floaty and she's slow. So the matchup is pretty good for her. I'm gonna make... I'm just gonna do that real quick. Those matchups are like laughably bad. Like, holy shit. Holy shit, like, wow. Those matchups are... I'm sorry, Kaden. Like, you, like, that one set we played, you were actually just playing better than me. Because when I think about that matchup, like... That matchup's horrible. Actually, no. Never mind. Those are only +2. Those are only +2. I just thought I just thought about Mewtwo Bayo, and I was like, Ridley Bayo's not as bad as Mewtwo Bayo. Not even close. Belmont Bayo, I'm not explaining that. You just look at the screen. But Ridley Bayo, he can occasionally stuff out Bayonetta. It's like very odd, but it is possible. But it's just like so... Yeah, the thing is, like, if the Ridley has to play grounded the entire match, and if you have the discipline to play grounded the entire set as Ridley, you can low-key like eke out a fucking set win on a Bayo. Like, it's definitely possible to beat Bayos as Ridley, but wow, it's really hard. Like, wow, it's hard. Because you just get put off stage and like you only have 2 like fucking recovery options, which are side B and up B, and like they're really hard to mix up against Bayo specifically. Like, really hard to mix up against Bayo. Really hard matchup. Really hard matchup. It's not +2. Rob mains are just fucking babies. You play a broken toddler character. Matchup is not +2. I'm so sick of seeing Rob mains put Rob Bayo in like -2 for Rob. It's not fucking -2. Literally just hit her. Holy shit. You guys are babies. Matchup is not that fucking bad. It like doesn't matter how much like Bayo hits Rob, because Rob is just gonna hit Bayo even harder. I think the only matchup that like has an argument for -2 for Rob is Game & Watch, and like Anathema would like disagree. Bayo Rob is not fucking -2, or it's not +2 for Bayo, like not even close. Rob just beats her ass. Like if Bayo tries to like scrap with Rob, he just down tilts, and like wow, I can't scrap with Rob anymore because he's down tilting my fucking shield. Oh my god. Rob mains aren't real. Because how are you complaining about Rob Bayo? His bear kills me at 65 if I recover incorrectly. He also has down air, which is like the most low risk thing. Probably the most low risk spike in the game. I'd even go so far to say it has no risk. It's gigantic. And literally explodes people like 40. And I didn't even fucking mention his gyro zero to death that Bayo can't even fucking bats out of. Like, what the fuck do you mean you're hitting Bayo and you're killing her at 0? You're not Kazuya. You're Rob. Unfucking real. Anyways. Matchups +2 for Bayo. She gets to, like, duck underneath, like... She gets to, like, duck underneath most of, like, Robin's, like, projectiles. She just crouches under them. L Thunder, she crouches under every single iteration of Thunder. Except for Thoron, I think. I'm not too sure. Robin's aerials are very punishing to throw out in a neutral. Robin doesn't have an out of shield, so it gets mashed on. And then Robin Bayo would be, like, probably down here if Robin didn't fucking run out of kill moves. Because Levin is genuinely hard for Bayo to deal with, but he runs out of it. So, like, there's a period in time where you just don't have to deal with Levin Robin. That, like, doesn't make sense. Also, you can arc fire her, and she STIs out of the arc fire and bats out of the last. She can bats out of the last hit. So arc fire is just, like, not usable in the matchup. She can also block arc fire on her shield and then turn around and witch time it. I have yet to do it, but I'm gonna, like, experiment with that a little bit. Yeah, Bayo beats Robin. Oop, I didn't mean to click on her. I think Bayo... I think I was debating putting her in +2, but it's +1. The issue with Bayo Rosa is Luma. If you can consistently disable Luma, that matchup is so easy because Rosa is massive. She's gigantic. And she's floaty as fuck. So she just gets picked apart in the air. I don't think this matchup's even. I think it's winning for Bayo. It's like, I think it's like even when Luma's on the field, but then when Luma's not on the field, it's just +2. Yes, she does. She, like, full hop nairs over Luma, and then you separate Rosalina and Luma, and you isolate Luma with dash attack. Just watch Lima versus the Buzz. You'll see it, like, all the time. But yeah, it can be difficult when Rosa decides to play at a safe distance, like with detethered Luma. But, like, having Luma, like, not detethered usually doesn't ever really work out for Rosa. It makes her backer stronger, though. I used to not think Bayo Roy was winning for Bayo until Lima started showing it. And yeah, now I think Bayo beats Roy because Roy just Roy cannot deal with Bayo's ledge shenanigans at all. All he can do is just like poke the ledge with down tilt repeatedly. That's it. That's literally it. That's all he can do. Just poke the ledge with down tilt repeatedly. Can't really do much else. And, like, Bayo, the thing is, like, Bayo fighting Roy is so optional, because you can either fight Roy, or you can just not fight Roy. Like, if on stage is not going well, oh mama, it's time to plank the ledge. Like, like, it's time to plank the fucking ledge. And, like, what is Roy gonna do about it? Roy is good at ledge trapping traditionally. He cannot deal with non-traditional options at ledge. At all. Not even in the slightest. So yeah, I think Bayo beats Roy. This matchup's even because Ryu is more consistent than Ken at dealing with Bayo. He gets... The thing about Ryu Bayo compared to Ken Bayo is that Ryu has more options to deal with Bayo in neutral. Primarily Shaku. Shaku is like surprisingly hard for Bayo to deal with in neutral. Like Ken just has his like bum ass Hadouken, which is like whatever the fuck. But Ryu has slow, fast, and medium Shakus, and then also the option to do heavy Hados. So it's like really hard to deal with. I also think Ryu has an easier time killing Bayo, which is really weird. It's like, it's literally just like Ken Bayo, but Ryu can actually like play. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just gonna put that in. Ooh, my fucking arm is cramping. Oh my god. But yeah. Not too much more on Ryu Bayo. I also just suck at that. I suck at fighting Ryu and Ken specifically. So I don't really have too much to say about it. This matchup used to be even, and then Bayo started to exploit how tall Sephiroth is and how light he is. Sephiroth doesn't really get to use one wing if she just kills him. But the reason why I don't think it's like in +1 is because there are certain times where you're Sephiroth and you can like live to 200 and you get to keep wing for forever, and then you just explode Bayo with all the various buffs you get from having wing. The reason why I think a good reason why I think Bayo wins is that Shadow Flare is really like, you can't use Shadow Flare on Bayo because she's just gonna run away from you, and then when the timer is about to detonate, she just witch times, and now the move that you used on her is her move, and she gets advantage out of you using your move on her. Quirky, nice, cool, nice, fun. What else about Sephiroth Bayo? He has pretty big hitboxes, but they're all like, they all have quite a bit of startup, so Bayo can get there before him. She can also, something that I don't see a lot of Bayos do against Sephiroth, I don't know if people watched my set vs Beast Mode Paula Gateway Legends, she can crouch underneath 75% of his toolkit. Like, wow. This is one of the characters that she gets to abuse crouch against. Like, Sephiroth players have to, like, specifically angle their moves to hit Bayo crouch. Like, it's so weird and nasty to have to deal with as Sephiroth. I think experienced Sephiroth players are going to say that the matchup is even, and I definitely, like, can see it being even. But nobody even fucking plays Sephiroth anyway, so... I think Bayo beats Sheik. I used to think Bayo Sheik was even, but the problem with Sheik Bayo is that Sheik just doesn't do enough damage to like consistently like. She just doesn't do enough damage against Bayo, because the thing is like, Bayo is going to out damage Sheik consistently. Sheik is gonna get more neutral wins on Bayo, but Bayo's gonna hit harder. That's the problem with the matchup. Bayo just hits Sheik so much harder than Sheik is gonna hit Bayo. It's like, and then also like Bayo doesn't care about going for trades, because 9 times out of 10, if she wins the trade, she's gonna get a bunch of damage out of it. Sheik can't really ledge trap Bayo, not really. Also, you have to be like really precise with your combos, or else Bayo just bats out of it. Shulk Bayo's minus... Shulk Bayo's like here in this like nebulous zone of like loses but not really. Mainly Shield Art and Smash Art are like the main two that are the hardest to deal with. Bayo actually doesn't really struggle that much with Speed Art and Buster Art, which is surprising because that's what most of the other characters struggle with. It's like, it's Shield Art and Smash Art Mainly Smash Art, because she just explodes if she gets hit by anything that Shulk does in Smash Art. Just like knowing the routes for the specific arts is just so weird. It's something you have to have on lock, and if you don't grind with a Shulk player, then you're not gonna know like the specific routes to deal with Shulk. Also, Bayo can't hang out at ledge because Ubbi scoops her ledge hang off of the ledge because her ledge hang is like notoriously dog shit. So yeah. I definitely could see like Shulk Bayo being even. It's like definitely like arguable for even, but I just don't know. I know the matchup pretty well, but like I just think like the way that Bayo's archetype interacts with Shulk's archetype is just like really weird. Ridley beats Bayo if the Ridley Divas. Well, yes. But yeah, not too much more to say about Shulk Bayo. -0.5. Now for the moment everyone has been fucking waiting for. I'm so tired of pretending like I'm not better than literally every other Snake player on this entire fucking planet. Every time I've beaten a Snake player, it's me being so genuinely so much better than them, or them being genuinely so much worse than me. Wow, this matchup's annoying. Like, holy shit. Snake Bayo is one of, like, it's like one of the most annoying fucking matchups in the game, because you have to know so much more than the Snake player knows about the game. I used to think the matchup was even, and then I created Apollo Kage. I created him. I'm going to say that. I created him. He knows what he knows about this matchup because of me. Nobody else was going to teach him this matchup. I taught him this matchup. I taught him everything he needed to know about Bayo. And now that like he is a Bayo, now that he is a Snake player that plays Snake Bayo like he has a fucking brain, the matchup is like -0.5. It's so hard to like believe that Snake beats Bayo when if the Snake player has any idea what they're doing, it's so much harder for Bayo to deal with. Like, grenades are a constant 50-50 that you have to look out for and account for as Bayonetta, and like their mind games of, do you want to, especially when he leaves them on the ground, when he leaves them on the ground, it's like a 50-50 of, is he going to like pick them up, or do I get to witch time this? And if the Snake just leaves it there and like runs away from it and pulls another grenade, because chances are he's gonna have 2 grenades like out on the field, like it's just really fucking hard to deal with. And it's just very specific ways that you have to interact with Snake that make the matchup difficult, but it's not it's not -1 or -2. She has too many tools to deal with Snake for it to be a genuine bad matchup. But like, wow, it is really annoying, especially when the Snake player knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, man. Is it her easiest minus 0.5? Yes. Yes. It is her easiest. It is Snake Bayo is easier than all of these. It's easier than Joker, easier than Lucario, easier than Me Brawler, easier than Game & Watch, easier than Shulk. I would order these by easiest to hardest if I felt like it, but I don't feel like doing that. But yes, I'm going to say that that's her easiest minus 0.5. Like, by far. Because she has so many tools to, you could just... Yeah, I'll order the losing ones. Because, like, if she beats a character, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, because she's going to beat them. Yeah, that's her easiest one. I think Game & Watch is pretty easy of the losing matchups. Lucario's on the harder end. Just trying to kill him is hard. It's between Joker and Shulk. Joker and Shulk are like interchangeable for how difficult they are. And then put Mewtwo at the top of +2. Bitch. Not that. But yeah, Snake is her easiest minus 0.5. Like, by far. She has so many tools to shut down his tools, but he has so many tools to shut down her tools, which is the problem about the matchup. I think I need to go back into like the training room and optimize the matchup a bit more, because there's a few things that I'm probably missing if I've been losing to Apollo Kage this much. But yeah, I don't think it's even anymore, but it's like, if there was a minus 0.25, if that was a thing, I would put Snake there. Well, yes, especially with the way he plays. I'm just gonna go ahead and put him there. You're right, Kaden. Hold on, let me do that. He gets his own special tier. This matchup, oh my fucking god. Oh my actual fucking god. Oh my actual fucking god. You don't see how this matchup is unplayable for Bayo? You don't get it? Girl, we're gonna get you a best of 5 against Wrath. Like, imminently. And then you're gonna understand. Like, okay, maybe it's not maybe it's not unplayable. But man, I don't like Bayo Sonic. I don't like it at all. It's definitely -2. I've been learning more about Sonic, and I think, no, I do agree with you, Secretary. I think for right now, I'm going to put it in -2, but I think the more I've been thinking about it, I think the reason that, like, most Bayos just kind of lay down and die to Sonic is because they don't understand his toolkit. Like, recently I learned that Sonic's recovery is very similar to Bayo's, in the sense that, like, you see Sonic doing all this extra shit off stage, he can only do all of that if he has his double jump. If he doesn't have his double jump, he can't do any of that. I did not know that. I thought he could just do it. So, like, I think I just need to learn more about Sonic, because I don't know shit about Sonic. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know shit about Sonic, because, like, I know things about Sonic, but it's not enough to beat Wrath, and it's sure as hell not enough to beat Sonic's. Like, it's gonna be a cold day in hell before a Bayo beats Sonic's. cold day in fucking hell. Yeah, that too. Like, you need to know which spin dashes you can ABK and which ones you can't, because you might eat shit for trying to spin dash one. You need to know when you can, like, dive kick him just charging spin dash in the corner. There's so much stuff you need to know about Bayo Sonic. I don't think it's unplayable, but man, that's a matchup where you need to know a lot about that character. You need to know so much. You know so much. Oh, that matchup's exhausting to think about. Anyways, moving on. Sora players are fucking babies. This matchup is literally even. This matchup is literally Sora Bayonetta. I'm going to say it as someone who has I play Sora. I'm the best Sora in North America, and I'm one of the best Bayos in North America. And I have played Sora Bayonetta against Geist and Lima, and I've played Bayonetta Sora against Kameme, Unleashed, Mio, and who the fuck's the other one? Is another one. I've played this matchup from literally both perspectives. Thank you for that fucking lovely comment, Kaden. I've played this matchup from both sides. Sora Bayonetta is an even matchup. It's even. Like, Bayonetta has to constantly account for spells in neutral. And I think the main reason why the matchup is even is because Sora Nair just fucking beats ABK for some reason. It just wins the situation. Like, if I, as Bayo, see a Sora do short hop Nair in neutral or full hop Nair in neutral, okay, Sora is in the air using an aerial. I should be able to ABK that, right? No, it just wins. It actually just wins the situation. I get naired and now I'm like, I lose that interaction. I don't get to ABK Sora. Like, why? Why do I not, like, why? That just doesn't make sense. Also, Sora mains don't optimize their combos because Sora has a true 0 to 70 against Bayo, which involves, like, IDJ fair drag downs. And then also, he just, like, does not have a difficult time killing Bayo. And then, like, baiting air dodges is, like, because, like, he can do, like, Nair 1-2 shit, and, like, you, like, you're Bayo, you want to bats out of it. Like, that's what you want to do. But, like, if he baits it properly, then it's just so fucking annoying. Like, Bayo Sora is annoying for Bayo, but then Sora Bayo is annoying for Sora. It's a matchup that, like, both parties probably hate, but I love playing Sora Bayonetta. Not on Wi-Fi, though. On Wi-Fi, Soras can choke and die. Yeah. The way you're making this matchup sound like it's losing for Bayo. Well, it's not, because at the end of the day, Sora's a floaty. So she hits him. But, like, if you're me and you, like, know how to, like, STI the combos, then, like, it's not that bad. Yeah. Steve Bayo's even. It literally, this matchup is quite literally dependent on the frequency of him acquiring diamond. If he gets diamond a lot, then you're probably screwed. But if he doesn't get diamond, or you take him to, I think this matchup is like +1 for Bayo on wood stages, cause like she doesn't have to deal with walls. But like on the stone stages, like you should never be taking this character to Kalos ever. You never take Steve to Kalos as Bayo. Which time beats minecart, just wins the situation. Steve has really poor mobility, so Bayo like kind of exploits that. You saw that in Geist versus Onin, where Geist just kind of ran circles around Onin, and Onin didn't really punish it properly because like that's really difficult for Steve to deal with. Bayo doesn't have to deal with TNT. Like the fucking TNT ledge trap where he pickaxes it. Because she doesn't have traditional ledge options. She doesn't really have to deal with Anvil. She has to respect it, but she doesn't have to like deal with it. It's mainly just Diamond. Like that's the thing that keeps Bayo from beating Steve is Diamond. If you can like successfully prevent him from getting Diamond, then the matchup's fine. You can literally drop down up B, jump near bullet art, and it's gone. Yeah. You don't have to deal with TNT at ledge. You also don't like most characters get their recovery blocked off. That's only a problem for Bayo if you like use your double jump. If you don't use your double jump, you can like chip away. You can like chip away at the blocks and then like get back on stage. But yeah, Steve Bayo is even. It's an even matchup. I think Bayo beats Terry, but Terry's just a mashy fuck. He just presses so many buttons on Bayo, and it's so annoying. But Bayo gets to put him off stage, so. I don't really know like the intricacies of Terry Bayo, so I'm not gonna pretend like I do. Just gonna move on. Anyways, Bayo beats Villager like really hard. Like really hard. She does really good against Villager. Just stuffs out so many of Villager's options. And like he can't use Lloyd Rocket. And like because Lloyd Rocket is a preemptive projectile. And like that just kind of gets picked apart by Bayonetta. Tree is like whatever, and you also can't really slingshot. Can't really use fares in neutral. Or I already said that. Can't really fight back against Bayo. Like all he has is neutral air, and neutral air is like whatever. Neutral air is only good if he's like swinging directly on her shield. Like directly. She also edgeguards the fuck out of him. I think the only like villager that's like really difficult to like play Bayo against is Alam, but that's because he plays Bayonetta, and he's also just makes that character look like Jesus. So, but yeah, Bayo beats Villager +2. I could see this matchup having an argument for even, but I think Bayo beats Wario. She wins a lot more trades than Wario does, and outdamages Wario. Wario has to win a lot more neutral wins than... If I gift this sub, will you re-explain Toon Link? I already explained Toon Link. You don't have to give it a sub. Wario... Trading is just really annoying for Wario to deal with. He doesn't really have a hard time killing Bayonetta though. He does, however, have a hard time getting out of Bayo combos. It's really, really annoying to deal with because he's just big. Oh, it's actually a lot more time than I thought I would have. What else about Wario Bayo? It's like it's kind of similar to Lucina and Mario in the sense that it's a battle of the better player, but it's harder to be the better player as Wario against a Bayo. If that makes sense. I don't know if that does. I don't think it does, but it makes sense to me. So. Bayo beats Wii Fit. Wii Fit is like... Wii Fit is a knowledge check of a character, which is why you don't see too many Wii Fits. I know there was that one Wii Fit, Slay Fit per Choda ner I don't know. Some shit. She's queen, I guess. There was that one Wii Fit trainer player, Akari Mizunashi, who got Lumi ranked, but like we haven't seen like a Wii Fit on the Lumi rank since, or we haven't seen a Wii Fit that got ranked in the world since Varun. Yeah, soccer ball on shield is not a thing. You can witch time it. Header at ledge is, you know how like Wii Fit doing side B, Wii Fit doing soccer ball from ledge is like really fucking annoying for every other character to deal with. If Wii Fit ever does soccer ball from ledge, you literally just hold bullet down tilt from basically mid stage, and Wii Fit gets hit. She can't use header anymore. Sun Salutation's easier to jump over. Wii Fit's hitboxes are really stubby. Deep breathing is a little annoying to deal with, but you can just camp it out. Like you actually just run away from her. You just like run away from deep breathing, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. The matchup's really hard for Wii Fit. Just a lot of things you have to know. I think Wolf Bayo has an argument for losing, but I just think Bayo doesn't struggle enough in Wolf Bayo. I mostly think it's just Jackal knowing how to fight Lima, and Danny knowing how to fight me. No, I don't think Wolf Bayo is losing for Bayo. I think it's even. It's just like, it's a battle of the better. It has an argument for losing, but I'm not gonna put him there. It's similar to these matchups in the sense that it's a battle of the better player. Whichever player is playing better will usually win the matchup. You can't really camp Wolf, that's not real. Wolf can't really camp Bayo, that's not real. Because either or can just camp back. Not really real. This is a matchup I have a lot of experience in, and I can with confidence say that Yoshi beats Bayo. All of Yoshi's passive mechanics directly and inherently screw over Bayo. The double jump armor, like, breaks him out of combos all the time. All the time. All the fucking time. Like, it's frame 1 double jump armor, and he just like rockets himself in the air, and then he has so much air drift that you like can't get to him to punish him. And then his other passive mechanic is that he can't be shield poked. Most of Bayo's kills, she takes them by shield poking her opponent. You can't shield poke Yoshi. Like you can't shield poke Yoshi. It's just not happening. You also aren't gonna kill Yoshi. Yoshi is one of the, I probably would say the only character on this list that will genuinely consistently live beyond 175. Like, he will consistently live to that percent. Because, unless the Yoshi player doesn't know how to SCI, in which GGs get outplayed. But if the Yoshi player knows how to fight Bayo, and trust me, the Yoshi player in my region knows how to fight Bayo, because he has a fucking Lima win, it's a nightmare trying to kill this character. It is a genuine nightmare trying to kill Yoshi. Like, holy shit. I definitely think there are aspects of the matchup that are pretty good for Bayo. Like, I think she doesn't have the hardest time edge guarding Yoshi. It's not the worst thing in the world. But, like, no, not Pharaoh, Justin24. Oh, Pharaoh did beat Lima. I just remembered that. Yeah, no, Justin beat Lima, Justin24. He's from my region. I have over 250 recorded sets against Justin. And that's not including the ones that aren't recorded. She can sometimes edgeguard Yoshi pretty well. But Yoshi can just play really, really campy. Like, really campy. And, it's, like, kind of hard for Bayo to deal with. Because the thing is, the matchup is only good for Bayo when she's forcing Yoshi to approach. But what if the Yoshi just doesn't fucking approach Bayo?
Now Bayo has to approach Yoshi. It's a bait and punish type neutral. You have to get Yoshi to swing, and if the Yoshi doesn't want to swing, he's not going to. But the Yoshi can't just not swing, because you can like hit him for not swinging. Egg camping is not real. It definitely is. It's really easy to fuck up witch timing the eggs. And also most Yoshis are going to throw eggs at a distance where they can't get witch timed. Yeah. Yoshi definitely beats Bayo. He also has like consistent killing against Bayo. Like super consistent. He can just fling back air for fun. And then Bayo has to like respect it. Because you can't ferret out a shield. Yeah. Yoshi beats Bayo. I don't really need to explain it more. I would go more in depth, but like it's mainly just like the only things that like matter are like the two passive mechanics, like screwing over Bayo. I used to think this matchup was horrible for Bayo, and then I realized that the gaping problem with Young Link is that Young Link is really stubby. Really stubby. He has like no range. You just have to like bait out his like you have to bait out his options. That's obviously really difficult to do because he can just fire arrow you for doing that. But it's like it's a very specific way that you have to do it. Very, very specific. Yeah, not much more to say about Young Link. 2 characters left, and then we'll be done. Which matchup? Young Link or Zelda? Because I'm about to start talking about Zelda Bayo. Zelda Bayo is +2 for Bayo. Pretty simple. Anytime Zelda jumps ever, that should be an ABK. Some Zelda players are really good at this matchup, though. Like, his tag is Free K-Flock. I played him in money matches at, what was it? Riptide? I played him in money matches at Riptide, and, like, he really knows his matchup. He's also hot, too, but, like, that's an I digress. He knows, like, his shit against Bayo. Yeah, like, he made the matchup really difficult. Like, Zelda Bayo is not a hard matchup at all. At all. But, like, I don't know. Like, some Zelda players just shut up, Kaden. Some Zelda players just know the matchup, but, like, Phantom is just, like, not real. Like, almost ever. Like, they have to, like, if the Zelda player does not manually release Phantom or, like, mind game Phantom properly, they're gonna get punished for using it. Girly couldn't focus. Speaking of players that I wasn't able to focus on when playing, Zero Suit Samus loses to Bayo. Bayo beats ZSS. I love that man. I love Mars so much. I love him so much. But his character definitely loses to Bayo. Zero Suit just like she's such an aerial like she's such an an airborne character, and Bayo just kind of like picks that apart. Like Zero Suit Samus just doesn't get to like do her game plan at all because Bayo is just constantly like hitting her for being in the air. It's really, really annoying. I don't think the matchup is +2. I definitely don't think it's +2. But I do think that the matchup favors Bayo a lot. I'm trying to think of other things to say about the matchup, but I really don't think there's much more to be said about Zero Suit Bayo. I think this in itself should say it. I don't know ZSS as well as I know Snake, and I'm 2-0 on a top 30 player. That's also just me being good, but like I don't know. I don't know. And yeah, that is going to be it for the matchup chart. It took quite some time. I think it would have been longer if I knew how every matchup went. Unfortunately, I don't like. I'm not like the most intricate in all the matchups in the game, but yeah. So this is the +2 area. I would say that of the +2 areas, Mewtwo is probably the easiest of the +2s. Of the +1s, the easiest is probably either a tie between Chrom or Wii Fit. Oh, hi guys! You literally made it to the end of my matchup chart. I think the easiest in +0.5 is probably Pac-Man. Easiest and even is probably Steve. Then there's Snake Tier.
It ain't luck, it's destiny.
Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Super appreciate it. I wonder who the easiest in the Snake Tier is. And then these tiers are ordered. And yeah, that is the whole entire matchup chart. I definitely think that some of these matchups can like change with time. Like, I think if the Bayo start like Witch Striking Game & Watch consistently, Game & Watch could become even. But that matchup is fucking just ew. I think once Bayo, people are gonna get mad at me, but I really have hope for Sonic. I think Bayo Sonic can I think there's so much room for development in Bayo Sonic. I feel like there's just something that we're missing. There's just something that we're missing about Sonic the Hedgehog that we just don't know. But I definitely think this matchup should be -1. This matchup also should be -1, but it's this matchup's fucking nasty. This matchup is nasty. It's just consistently nasty. This matchup is pretty much solved. Me and Justin have literally pushed it to we pushed it to its peak. This matchup has room for development, but Mythra players, Aegis is just one of those matchups where it's just the character's inherent archetype is just annoying. This matchup I could definitely see Diddy being even. Just needs a bit more development. All of these matchups have an argument for even, all of them. And then this is so close to being even that it's not funny. This is so close to being even. Once I figure out how to kill Apollo Kage again, I'll start putting this back in even. But I've just been kind of not doing that. But yeah, that is my Bayo matchup chart. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. It's so pretty, only having 5 actual losing matchups, because my character is a broken top tier. I'm sure he does, Caden. Well, I guess that's just about it. I'm not gonna be posting the matchup chart on Twitter because I don't want to I don't want to hear people being actually, DK Bayo is even because DK can grab her and kill her. Okay. Try to not play Bayo based on that then. I want to see it. I think Mewtwo doesn't do that bad versus Bayo, as every single Mewtwo gets shit stomped by Bayo. Like, I don't want to hear it from people. I'm not putting this matchup chat on Twitter because people are stupid and don't understand. They don't know. Like, so many people just don't know what Bayo does. They do not know what the fuck this character does, and then they have the audacity to complain about her when you don't even know what the fuck is happening on your screen. Like, oh my god. If I get a Falcon main saying the Falcon beats Bayo, like, oh no. Yeah, I'm not posting this matchup to Twitter at all. Not even close. Somebody else can post it if they want to, but, like, I'm not fucking doing it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. The matchup chart was just an idea that I got from Kaden doing their matchup chart. And I just wanted people to know my opinions on how good I think Bayo is. I think she is such a crazy character and she just like beats so many other characters in this game. It's great. I think if I had to place Bayo on a tier list, I think she's like the 13th best character in the game. Top 15 for sure. Like easily top 15. Top 10 with more developments. Top 10 is, I wouldn't say top 10 right now because that's a bit optimistic. I think when me and Geist start fucking shit up right along with Lima, I'll like put it in top 10. You think she's top 10? I can see it. I can genuinely see it. Bloom thinks she's top 5. I don't know about all that, but I can definitely like see top 10. I just think like a few more matchups need to be optimized, and a few more like things need to be optimized too. I want to top 8 a major. It's so frustrating that I've never top 8'd a major in Ultimate when I'm like perfectly capable of doing so. I just need to be better. I need to start killing people. Hate it here. But yeah. And then for the nasty matchups, I have. It's great. Oh my god, D-tier got so mad when I planked him at Low Tide City. It was amazing. But yeah. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I am going to go fucking... I'm gonna go eat some food. Oh yeah, guys, you did eat it Afterburner. Congratulations on the fucking Onin win, by the way. That's like huge to have, because Onin's like never not been top 50. But yeah, I am going to go fix myself some food and have myself a damn good one. And I hope you guys have yourself a damn good one. Bye. Actually, how many viewers do I have? I'll raid Wizzy. Is Wizzy's... Is it dark_Wizzy? Kaden. I don't remember if it's dark_Wizzy or not. Oh, it's... Oh, okay. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.